It's Week 11 of the National Football League. And we've got Javarius Ward.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday Nighter between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in on a one-game winning streak. What do you say we keep that one positive? Because they haven't had much to be positive about lately.
Yeah, let's take it, maybe make it almost like the theater. You're only as good as your last performance. Hopefully they can continue to move forward.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they've been the talk of the NFL so far. 9 wins in their first 9 games.
And some people subscribe to the theory that a loss might not be the worst thing for them. They've had it easy all year.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
Right out of the gates, Lance going to the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Murray, back near his goal line. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. He's at the 50, 30, 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their 2nd possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off of play action, here's Lance. Out to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. That's complete, left side to Gray. They'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Murray. He's got his man. That's Ertz downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take over here up near the 40. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now this game, of course, held at the fabled Estadio Azteca, home to the Mexican national soccer team. Home to 2 World Cup finals, including Diego Maradona and the Hand of God goal in 1986. Look it up, kids. This is the final of 5 international games for 2022, as well as the 5th time a regular season game has been held here. The Cards and Niners actually played in the first of those games back in 2005, a 31-14 Arizona victory in front of an announced crowd of over 103,000. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From midfield, here's Lance. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Let's go.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Lance, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Lance looks to throw again. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 16 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Here's Lance. Got his target, Samuel. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Okay, ready?
These two teams all tied after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. On play action, Lance. Right side, and he finds Gray. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Play action, now it's Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now a play fake. Lance. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Ready?
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, Murray. Caught by the tight end, Ertz.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Murray now to throw. And that is incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go, set. Strike.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Ready up. Black ultra.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
On the ball.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now Lance. Able to find Gray here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Danny Gray on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners take a 3-touchdown lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gold now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. On second and very short, Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Hey, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Evades him at the 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Niners continue to pull away here in this first half.
Gold with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
And the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. This will be caught once again by Brown. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
He's got room at the 30, and they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And off Offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Fourth down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now.
Prater's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here are special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, remember Seattle-Denver Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the second half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Russell Wilson, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Tyler Boyd, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalpost. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out the field position at the least.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Running lanes were a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10.
A big third down play there for the Niners. 41 yards. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Here's Lance to throw it.
Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his second touchdown of the night.
And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense.
Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Final minute now of the third quarter. They run behind center with Connor. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Murray. Hurts over the middle.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the back now in Mexico City. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Murray again. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
This is fielded at the 7.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
McCaffrey running up the middle. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Oh, boy, hang on here. J.J. Watt appears to be injured, or at least shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. This is caught. It's Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's good for 28 yards. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing now is Murray. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Murray now on 1st down. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Extra point good by Prater as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
That one looks like he'll throw here. His throw incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Looking deep downfield. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
And the drive culminated with the Danny Gray touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Murray now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Murray now. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And is this